guys, today it's Alisa and today I'm here with
Jasmin.
And today we're going to be doing a freshman advice video. So, to all my freshmen watching this, hey, hope you're having a good summer.
We have another part that we filmed before
part
this.
1. It's on her channel, I know. Leave it down below. Maybe I'll find a way to put it on the screen. Hopefully. Maybe it'll be on her face. So, click now to go watch her video. Let's get into it. The first tip I have for freshmen is to go to freshman orientation. You know, don't miss out on that. Like, you get a lot of information that you can miss out on if you don't attend. Personally, for our school, we have like a 3-day camp. It's basically like the length of a school day. It's taking you through a school day, but it's just like
you just learn different aspects about the like school.
Yeah. And it's really important to attend because you get to know what your school is like. You get to meet people that are in your class, like other freshmen. You get to see how lunch, you know, you just get the whole gist of high school before high school.
Okay, so my next thing is to go to events. Even if you think it's not going to be a fun event, just find somebody to go with, because even looking back on it, like, you can be like, oh, like, that event was lame. Or, like, yeah, at least you have something, like, to say and to say that you went. And who knows, it could end up being fun. And events are always, like, if you have somebody to go with, then, like, why not go? Because at least you have that one person that's going to make it fun with you. And then you have memories in high school, because you don't want to, like, look back and, like, not be able to say that you didn't do anything. So, depending on what school you go to, like, events are different, because, like, we go to a business school, so, like, we don't have, like, football games or anything like that, but, like, if we did, we would go.
But we do go to football games. We go to the big rivalry football game between the two
like in
schools in our city.
Yeah, so go to other people's school events.
Yeah,
like, just go to
really
school
fun.
events, because they're really fun.
Like, show your school spirit
Exactly.
for, like...
Just take your friends and go to, like,
it'll
events.
be really fun.
And then that way you get to, like, meet people outside of your own friend group, and they're always just... They're a lot more fun than you think they're going to be if you, like, give them the chance.
Yeah. And the next I have is to follow the dress code. I cannot stress this enough. As a freshman, I never follow the dress code. And I got in trouble for it so much. Like, at least twice a week I was out of dress code and I got in trouble for it. And at the time, I was like, I thought it was cool and I thought I was being rebellious and edgy. But, like, now I'm looking back at it and I'm like, yo, what the heck was I thinking with all those dress code issues? You know, it's just follow the dress code, you know?
And again, that's different for every school, but just like...
Yeah, ours was really strict, so like...
Yeah, like I said, we go to
I'd wear a
business
dress
school.
like 1 inch too high and like... I didn't get in trouble for it, but... Yeah, just follow your school's dress code because you don't want to get in bad with anybody at the school.
Okay, my next thing is bring snacks and water to school, because a lot of times you get, like, okay, I know especially at our school, we have a very, like, late lunch depending on which lunch period you have.
Yeah, we eat lunch like I ate lunch every single day at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, every other day I would eat at 2, which is not healthy for a growing teenager kid to go to school at, like, 9 and then have that big, like, 5-hour gap until you eat again. And honestly, like, you can find time between passing periods, or some teachers don't mind if you, like, have water or if you have a snack. So always just make sure that you, like, prepare it and you're taking care of yourself and you're staying hydrated. And then that way you have something, like, to look forward to and, like, to eat, you know, like, later. Like, oh, in this class I can eat my chips and stuff like that.
Also, the water from the water fountain
It's
is
not good.
so nasty. I don't know if that's different at other schools, but every single school I've ever gone to, starting from, like, kindergarten, has been so bad. Like, just take your own reusable water bottle, not plastic bottles, because we want to save the environment. So
and
reuse, reduce,
also
recycle.
just, like, when you drink water, you just feel better, like, about your day, and you feel more awake and, like, fuller. So, like, and especially, like, when you're hungry during class, it's the worst, because you're just mad and you're angry for no reason, when, like, you could be having a better day at school. So just take snacks and stuff and be prepared.
Another tip I have is to join clubs. I cannot stress this enough. You don't want to be the person who looks back and is like, wow, I had such a dry high school year. At our school, we don't have sports, so we have clubs like DECA, Business Professionals of America, HOSA, which is something
Skills
with,
USA.
like, health.
Gotta rep.
The clubs are really fun. Like, she got to go to state for Skills USA because she's in Cosmo, so you can go to
And
that.
depending, like, and those trips are all paid. Like, you don't pay for your food, you don't pay for anything.
Well, depending your school, I know.
Yeah, our school, it depends. Obviously, it depends on your district and how like they see those extracurriculars. But our district takes them very seriously, so we always get like no expenses. You stay
in a really nice hotel.
You stay in a nice hotel. You get like
with your friends.
And like you get to like room with your friends, which is really fun. And you get to like explore the hotel. I mean, safely.
And you get to travel.
Yeah,
like, for free.
And you get to miss school when it's excused, and it's just really fun. And it's good to look back on. Like, I remember state was one of the best things I did this year, and it's so fun to be able to say like, oh yeah, I remember for sophomore year I got to go to Corpus for state and like compete.
Yeah, I got to go freshman year. I didn't get to go last year because I wasn't that good. But it's really cool to like be able to brag on upperclassmen. Like, hey, I got to do this. Like, you're literally such a dry person in the school. Like, so juke clubs, and if your school has sports, definitely like try out for them. I know that in middle school you might have been like afraid to do it. Like, oh, like I'm gonna suck. But like, try it if you want to do it. Set your mind to it. Achieve it. The only person stopping you is yourself.
Another thing is, when you're doing stuff in high school, always do it for you. Don't take like certain classes because of somebody else. Don't join certain clubs because of somebody else. Don't do things to make like your friends happy or something like that. Or don't do things to make your friends happy. Do things that you want to do. So don't join a club that you don't want to and waste your time doing something that you don't like when you could be in a club that you enjoy. And definitely don't take classes because your friends are in them, because they're not benefiting you in any way. So you might as well take classes that are going to benefit you and meet new people, because you're going to make new friends in your new classes. Like, it's going to happen. Like, whether you want to or not, you'll make new friends, because that's just how it goes. So don't do anything in high school that isn't for you and that doesn't make you happy as a person, because then you're going to look back and think, why did I do that? Why would I take that class? Why did I waste my time on that just for this person that you might not be friends with later?
Like,
so
high school friendships are so different, so much different than when they were in middle school. Like, you might enter freshman year with so many friends, and you're probably gonna have like 2. And if you keep all your friends, that's totally good for you. But that is so rare, because everybody branches out and everybody's still finding who they are and meeting new people who.
Or
like,
you might start with a big group and end with a completely different big group too. It depends. Or you may have a mixture of your old and new friends, and it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter.
As long as you're happy, like all your friends that you want to have.
Yeah, just don't be in toxic relationships. Like, don't stay in a friendship because you're like, oh, we came in here together and like we said we were gonna leave together, because that's just not.
Yeah, that is.
You're
not gonna go to high school together. I mean, college together.
Exactly.
Another tip is don't slack off, because you're gonna regret it in the long run. Freshman year is like the year. It's the easiest, so like.
You might as well do good.
Yeah, you might as well do really good in it, because other years are gonna get hard.
Also, freshman year is the only year you take a bunch of state tests, at least for Texas. I don't know how it is in different schools, like how many you take each year. But freshman year is when you take the most, and if you fail, then you just have to keep on taking them again the next years until you pass.
Weird.
Why would you want to spend like your sophomore year trying to pass a freshman year test?
Why would you want to be a junior taking tests with freshmen, trying to pass it still? So just don't slack off, study, do your homework, take everything so serious. Like, pretend you're not even a freshman. Pretend you're like
getting ready to join the workforce. Okay, another thing is talk to everyone you meet or you see or that's in your classrooms. You don't have to exactly be friends with them, but just talk to people. There's no like harm in talking to people outside of your friend group, or people that you don't know, or people that you might think are like weird or different or anything like that. It's always, you learn a lot about other people, and when you talk to them, you also learn a lot about yourself when you talk to people, like what kind of people you do like, what kind of people you don't like. You just get to see a lot more personalities that you're gonna see later on in life, so you should be like accustomed to seeing them and meeting those different people, and like get better at talking to people, because when you like join college or you're in the workforce, like you're gonna need people to talk to people, so you might as well like get your skills ready now and like be able to talk to a lot of people and a lot of different people about different things a lot easier.
Adding on to what Jasmine just said is to step out of your comfort zone with friendships. You know, if you see somebody sitting by themselves at lunch, you should probably go talk to them. Maybe they'll end up being your best friend off for high school. Maybe they just might like sitting alone, but you're never gonna know unless you try and talk to them. You don't want to be the kid who's eating alone, so don't ever let the kid be eating alone. Eat alone.
That's true.
Just be the friend you'd want. Be the what is it? Be the kind of friend a friend would like to have.
You would want to be.
Be the kind of person you'd want to be friends with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like be the kind of, you know that thing that's like date somebody you would want your like daughter to date.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like as a person.
Like be the
in general,
friend you. Be the type of friend.
you would want in your life.
Yeah. So.
Wow, we're so good at this.
Woo.
Another thing is, don't be embarrassed of things or of yourself in high school. It just isn't good. Well, first of all, it's something that you can't control. Obviously, you're gonna be embarrassed, but never take it don't take yourself. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. Don't take yourself so seriously. High school is when you're allowed to like make those mistakes and look back and be like, oh, I was young. So grow out and like try different things, like embarrass yourself. You might as well do it now when like nobody's gonna remember it in 2 years than later on in life whenever you're acting like a child when you're an adult. So do your childish things and have fun now and don't take yourself seriously instead of later. That way you have those experiences.
My final tip is don't grow up too fast. Don't try to like be a senior when you're a freshman. High school goes by fast. Trust me. It feels like yesterday we were like planning what to wear to freshman orientation.
It's crazy that
and
we're
we're
halfway
about
through.
to start junior year, and next thing you know, we're gonna be walking the graduation stage. So take your time. You know, everything happens at its own pace. Don't try to rush relationships or force anything.
But then also going on with that, don't act younger than you are because you want to stay in high school. Like, grow up as you should grow. Stay at a pace that is good. Yeah, don't like whenever you're a senior, don't be acting like a freshman so that like you can feel younger again, because you're gonna mature. You're gonna mature either way. So you might as well do it now with your friends instead of acting like an idiot. No fun. But like acting younger and then losing your friends or losing yourself. So stay true to like yourself and don't try to like be somebody you're not, whether you're a senior like acting like a freshman or a freshman acting like a senior, because
high school goes by fast. Like, you have to enjoy, you have to like everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you don't have to have every single step planned out. You don't have to know what college you want to apply to as a freshman. It's okay if you don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's fine. Yeah, like I have an idea, but like I don't know, So
don't regret anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you do something that like later on you wish you wouldn't have done, like, but at least
it's
like
okay.
at least now you know that
Yeah,
you don't want to do it again.
again.
Exactly. So it's like, and like I said, high school is when you can do those things and be kind of dumb sometimes and make like bad decisions instead of when you're older.
Everyone says high school is the best 4 years of your life, which I don't believe, but still enjoy them. Still make the most out of it. Don't let your education, go to waste,
because at least you're getting one.
Yeah.
You're like blessed enough to be able to get one.
So have an amazing freshman year, and I hope you do great. Kick it out of the park, fishy. Woo!
Don't take anything for granted in high school. Always like take advantage of what you can get, what your school offers you, what your friends offer you. High school is not as scary or as bad as it seems. And within a month, you'll be fine. You'll have your own freshman advice.
Yeah. Always be yourself. Just don't try to change for anyone else. Don't try to act like everyone else. You're your own person, so stay your own person. And
have fun. Yeah. Enjoy your freshman year.
Have a good year from Liz
and Jazz.
And I'm going to link Jasmine's advice video down below, like I said. Maybe on her head. I don't know. But...
And if you're freshman, we really hope this helped you in some way or like lessened your nerves, because it's really not as scary as it seems.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, like literally in like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it won't be scary anymore, and you will just like.
Yeah, you'll have the hang of it soon.
Yeah, a lot easier than it seems.
So bye.
Bye.